Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sharise Johnson Moore's podcast. Today, I would like to talk about Let's Talk Sunday. Let's Talk Sunday, and it is Father's Day. So, this episode will be all about fathers. We want to uplift them today, magnify them today, give them their props, and enjoy this segment with me as we talk about fathers on Father's Day. Whether it's the good, bad, or the ugly, let's talk about Father's Day. Talk to you shortly. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Okay? I want to talk this Sunday. Let's talk Sunday about our fathers. Okay? Father's Day. And Father's Day is a day that we celebrate our fathers. Sometimes we don't really want to, some people don't want to acknowledge them because they feel that fathers wasn't in their lives. But I want to say, sometimes we need to reevaluate that. Sometimes I've had time to reevaluate about Father's Day because my father is not here anymore, and I can't celebrate with him his birthday. I can't celebrate him Christmas. I can't celebrate. I can't celebrate those moments in time, his birthday, Christmas, Father's Day. Where we celebrate his mother's birthday. We can't, those things, when people pass away, those are the things that you end up missing. You really end up missing them. Hello, Nash 3, how you doing? Good morning, well, good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock, y'all. So, and how are you doing, Nash 3? How are you doing? Thank you for joining the broadcast. And my topic is Happy Father's Day. Let's Talk Sunday, Father's Day. And the thing is that sometimes when, I want to know how many of you in the broadcast still have your fathers living at this moment on this day. It's Father's Day. And I was, saying that sometimes we can miss those points. We can miss them when they're gone, and when they're gone and they are no longer here with us anymore. Do we realize what we are missing? I didn't realize how important my father was until my grandmother passed, his mother, and the thing is, it's about legacy. It's about what is important to you. What kind of relationship do you want with your father? Some of us do not have the privilege of having our fathers on Father's Day. Some of our fathers were Rolling Stones. Some of our fathers were incarcerated. Some of our fathers were passed on before we came to know them. Some of our fathers, if you don't have, some of us don't have them at all, and some of us don't have a relationship with our fathers, but it's very important that sometimes we have to talk about that forgiveness factor. Sometimes people don't. A man shared with me one time about a man I was dating, and I had talked to him about my dad, and the thing was that I came to the rationale of me and my friend, my boyfriend, he's my friend now, he's my best friend, and I wanted to talk to him about my father. And he says, the one thing, you can't get mad at people because they can't live something they were never taught. you can't get mad at them because of something they were never taught how to be. And it dawned on me, and I was like, what? Really? Like, joking, right? And he said, no. You can't get mad at someone because they're not there, because maybe their father wasn't there for them. And that's a repeated cycle that they're living, and they don't even realize they're doing that. And the thing is that I would hear my son, I've dealt with, I have 3 children, and they each have their own, and they have their father. They have their father, I have 3 different baby fathers, children's fathers, and I've understood that for the 28 years that they have been 28 and 27, and mine will be 29, it will be 30 his next birthday. He'd be, and then I have one that's 26, just turned 26, and then I have another one that's going to turn 24. And all of my children's father, they were in their lives. But the thing is that you can't get mad at them because they were not taught how to be fathers, because someone was not there to guide them and lead them how to be fathers. And sometimes, I know I might step on some women's toes, about kids, but if the father wants to see the child, let him see the child. Don't make the child a pawn. Don't make the child a in-betweener. Don't take it out on the child because father's not there with you and the relationship did not work out. Can we just negate that, okay? Because what you're doing to the child is putting the child in between 2 grown people's situation, and that's not fair to the child, okay? Because the child did not ask to be here, okay? So I want to put that, don't make the child a pawn. Don't dangle them in front of the if you give me some money, then you can see them. And then, don't do the opposite with their fathers. Don't do, if you do this, that, and another, because I'm a mother that had to pay child support for my kids because I was not in the right frame of mind when I had my kids. I wanted to party, wanted to go out there and do other things, but anyway, we get back to Father's Day. So that can go both ways with child support. But so don't get it twisted, ladies. Okay? I wanted to say that fathers are important. I just want to put this message out there for fathers. Fathers, you are important because you are the example that the daughters will see of how a man is supposed to treat the woman. Okay? You are the example of how a man is supposed to treat her when she gets older as an adult. How she's supposed to have respect. She's supposed to get this respect from a boy when she's in her teen years. How she interacts with her father during growing up. How she interacts with a man. Period. You are the first example of how a young lady will have a relationship with a man. Okay, and also, ladies, I'm not going. This is Father's Day, but I want to say this to the ladies as well. That you are an example of what a woman is supposed to be in a relationship, or what a lady is supposed to be growing up. What she's supposed to be, how she's supposed to interact with me, how she's supposed to interact with her children, how she's supposed to interact with all people around her. She's a nurturer. So that's that advice. Children are taught by what they see. Okay, children are learning from what they see. Okay, so Father's Day is a good example of to take the daughters out, take the mothers out, take your grandma out, take your mama out, take out a woman and take her out and treat her nice and treat her with respect. Give her flowers. Give her flowers. Give her flowers while she living, while she here. Okay, don't give them to her when she's dead. That ain't gonna work. Hey Meadows, what's up? How you doing? Good. Hi. Good afternoon. Hi. I'm talking about Father's Day. Okay. So fathers, you take out your daughters, you take out their mothers, you take them out, or when it's or the mothers can take the fathers out, or the sons can take their dads out for Father's Day. Nothing wrong with the young men treating their fathers to a dinner, because fathers do a lot. Father, they go out here and make the money, they pay the bills, they do so many things for the family structure. Even if a family is not together, sometimes the father comes over and does stuff for mommy, or does stuff for, come on, I'm going to take you to your baseball game, I'm going to take you to your football game, I'm going to take you to the basketball game, take you to your practice, take you to karate, fathers do a lot of things. And let's be happy that some of these fathers want to be involved in their children's lives. Don't hold them accountable to the father's actions. Don't hold them to the mistakes in your relationship to take it out on a child. Okay? Women, I'm just telling you. The thing is, Father's Day is so important because we just learned from George Floyd that fathers can disappear in the twinkling of an eye. It don't take that much. It don't take all that. He could be here in 15 minutes, and 15 minutes he's gone. 8.5 minutes, 8 and 50 minutes, 8 minutes and 50 seconds. However long that man said he could not breathe, that's how long he had left here. He's calling out for his mom. He's calling out for, he got a daughter. He's left behind children that he will no longer see, and the child will no longer see him. So appreciate the fathers that are trying, that do what they do. Don't hold stuff against fathers because you're not getting your way, ladies. Don't hold, and sometimes we could take that grudge. I used to take that grudge with my dad because my dad was never around. My dad was, he was a womanizer. My dad went out there and did, hung out with his friends, drank all the time, didn't pay me any attention. And in my book, Coming to Loving Yourself, I speak about that. And I didn't understand stuff he was telling me. I ignored him because I didn't think he knew any better. I didn't think he could give me no advice because he wasn't never around. But I digress. Some of those things I look back now on my life where I wish I had listened to my father when it came to men, when it came to boys, when it came to certain things in my life, and he was giving me the advice, and I didn't heed it at the time because I had a grudge against him because he thought he could do whatever he wanted. He'd do whatever he wanted, and this is my story, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. And I've had to turn around and forgive my father. I turned around and forgave him for a lot of things when it came to him not being the person I wanted him to be growing up, because I had a boyfriend, I have a real close friend that said to me that you cannot get mad at him because he was not taught how to be a man. You cannot get mad at him because he was not taught how to be a man. He was not given that example. Was no man in the home. Wasn't no man, in his life really like talking about. And then when my grandmother actually got somebody, it's too late. It's like, I don't want to hear it. My dad ain't around, so why should I listen to any other man? And maybe he had my grandmother's brother, his uncle, but the thing is sometimes we are, that's what examples are. We are always learning from the examples that we see. We learn from what we see. So don't get mad at the man when he does not do what you think he's supposed to do. And ladies, don't get mad at the man because you're trying to look at him as a father figure. He's not your father. He's your boyfriend or he's your husband. He's not your father. So don't put more expectations on him than he can bear. He's only a man and you're only a woman. And sometimes that's what's wrong with our relationship. Sometimes we try to put too many expectations on other people. That's another topic for another day. But respect the man. Respect the man that you have in your life today. respect them, because they disappearing, child. They disappearing. And what you gonna do when yours disappear? What you gonna do? You ain't got nobody to talk to. You ain't nobody to sit down. That's what I start. I mean, when my grandmother passed, his my father's mother, when she passed, me and him started getting closer. And as soon as we get closer, we get to vibing and everything, he passes away on me. He passes away from a heart attack. And I was like so distraught, because we were just becoming close. We were just becoming friends. We were just becoming that. We were just having that. We started having a bond, a relationship. And he, he passes away. And it gives me delight to, now I've gotten to the point where I have respect for men, because a lot of things I look at when a man does them, just think about this. He is only doing what he was taught. He is only doing what he is taught. It's not like he's a genie in a bottle and I could go ahead and no, he's not no genie. He's not your father. He's your man. Okay, and when you have a father, you have that. It's a different relationship between a father and a daughter, and a husband and a wife, and a boyfriend and a girlfriend. It's a different type of relationship. That's one thing we should not get twisted. Okay, so my thing is, Father's Day, appreciate the men that are in your life. I don't care if he's not your father. Appreciate that your mother has somebody in her life that she can talk to, that she has a relationship with. Whether they go together, whether they dating, whether they're married, whether they, appreciate that man. Appreciate the relationship that you might have with a man that's not your father. Some people become close when they become family, when they have a relationship. Appreciate the man. Show them love. Take them out to eat. Take them to dinner. Do something for them sometime. Do something for them, because tomorrow ain't promising nobody. We could all see that. We can all see that. Like the policeman pushing down the old man, and the old man got a concussion. He's somebody's father. He's somebody's grandpa. He's somebody, and now he got to be up in the hospital because he's sticking up for rights that he thinks that he needs to stick up for and say something, and he's thinking these things are wrong or what's going on in our society today, and now you've just almost taken away somebody else's father, somebody else's grandfather, somebody else's stepdad, whatever his role is, appreciate him for the role that he is in. Okay? So, Father's Day, I love y'all fathers. I love the fathers. Take them out, buy them clothes, do something with them nice, take them out, treat them to the dinner, treat them to something that is really like, do something for them. Do something for them besides always you thinking that a man is supposed to give you. Give them something. Treat them to something. Show them love, show them respect, and I see so many relationships like that the fathers are respected to the utmost in their families. You want to go out, let's go hang out, let's go to the beach, or let's go to the let's go out and have dinner. Let's go to the when we had athletics. Let's go to the basketball, football, baseball game. And that's the things that we should do for our fathers, for our men. Period. For our men. Come on, let's go out. Let's tired of sitting in the house. We can put our mask on and go out and eat. Sit down, eat, go home, have a nice time, let's watch a movie. Or we could order in. I order you something to eat. What do you want? You have to. It's so important now these days that we give the men the credit that they'll do. They at least are trying. They're at least trying to be fathers. They're at least trying to be, even though they might be young or something, they go out here and they working 2-3 jobs. You're young, you might have some, you got a girlfriend, she's pregnant, their baby on the way. No matter how old you are, in the back of your mind, sometimes that's the best thing that comes into your life is a child. Because you don't have to, you want to protect them, you want to guide them, you want to lead them in the way that you think is best and possible, and you want to instill in them some things that that were instilled in you as a person as a man growing up. So ladies, don't take your men for granted. Speak up for them when other people are wrong. Speak up for them. Hold their backs like they got yours. Stand with them. Stand tall. Stand strong with them. Because life is not promised tomorrow. You're not promised tomorrow. And take them to church. Come on, let's go to church. Let's go to cookout at the church. Let's go do something. Do something. Let's forge a relationship with the Lord. Something with them that makes them change their minds, change their ways. And sometimes we can't change men's minds because that's just how they are. But try anyway. Okay. I want to thank y'all for coming into the broadcast, and I want to wish y'all a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here in the world. And thank you for sticking by your kids. Thank you for sticking with the mothers. Thank you for the mothers sticking with the fathers. Thank you for trying to raise a child together even though you might live apart. Thank you. And I want to say thank y'all for coming into my broadcast. And I love y'all very much. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye, babies. Hello, everyone. I wanted to thank everyone for listening in to Sharise Johnson Moore's podcast and today's segment of Let's Talk Sunday, Happy Father's Day segment. Thank you for listening. I would love to hear what you have to say. So leave your comments. And I will see you next Sunday on Let's Talk Sunday. This was a special episode, and I really liked this episode. Give me your comments, and we'll talk again next Sunday. I love y'all, and y'all have a blessed day. And go take your fathers out. Bye, babies.